So when I had first launched Plinko Solutions, one of the greatest advantages I got with exploring markets early was being able to quickly validate something and dig within whatever target I looked. So with property management, with software as a solution, SaaS famously, within especially real estate as a licensed realtor, this allowed me to really understand who I'm servicing and how I'm servicing them, right? So what kind of promises am I really making? At what price points am I making those promises? And back to that point of the time to value, right? So when you have that offer brief complete and you funnel it through through that normalized point, you're able to search for something called signals. Signals, if you have paid access to certain tools, are a lot more, accessible. If you don't have paid access, you're mostly leaning on the ability to score the impact, basically information, right? So signals are just data points. How well are they willing to pay? What kind of fit do they have? What is their experience and their journey as they're discovering what you're offering them? How accessible is it to them? How much effort and thinking is required from them to, experience what you have? How do you source that, right? Providing a direct access point, having it researched, dig it up, build those briefs, rank it, score it in a similar way. From there, you're able to build these sort of pain points and triggers that you can then evaluate against a success criteria. You can stack that in a way that you can access different angles, different assets, and essentially score overall the fit. So it works in the same way. I'm not going to demo it just for the sake of time and efficiency, but you kind of get the idea. Copy this in, copy the run car, the resources will be available. You can go ahead. This is all available for free. And from here, you'll be able to build a full matrix, essentially, for who you can help, how you can help them, and basically when to get started. So with that point, let's bring you guys towards the tail end of this. One thing to note that is not exclusive to agentic browsers is a framework called NicheNet that I've coined and used. I've mentioned this in the past, but I haven't really explored it in a larger medium like this. What allows you to do exactly what I mentioned in terms of exploring niche, management in the US, sub 50 people, 50 team size. You can go more and more, let's make this more and more elaborate, right? But for sake and purposes, we're going to go ahead. I'm not going to do a deep research because it'll take a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and give it access to do so, just so you see kind of the framework and what it does. So the framework basically speedruns the need to prompt it 50 times to get to what you want. The resource will be available for you guys to use freely. From there, you'll be able to then funnel it into any language model, have it remember the framework. And then anytime you'd like to do research within that specific kind of parameters, this will allow you to do that, right? So if I run a deep research, this would run for like 15 to 30 minutes. So I've done that and I've gone to the gym and I come back and it's great. But for the sake and purpose for the demo, I'm just going to show you guys. We're going to go ahead, let it cook. And then after this, we'll move on to the access and policy matrix, and then also mapping out the diagnostic. There we go. So from here, we're able to see the pressure points. You get to kind of see how it works. This only works as well, by the way, in the niche snap, because I also have the angle of my service offering and what I'm doing. That's why it's important to kind of combine the two. So you can see basically how you can give them a return on investment, right? So being able to position yourself and be a resource, fantastic. Like it allows you to understand what different touch points you need to do to actually explore personalizing, getting in touch, getting in reach. When really that's all you can ask for when you're exploring a vertical is how do these people talk? And how can you talk with them?